Kiss of Life had everything going for them and yet somehow managed to completely mess up their own brand in ways I'm still trying to process. Like, how do you go from being this exciting debut group that fans actually hype to being the very embodiment of everything people warn you about when they say don't appropriate culture? When Kiss of Life first dropped, I was like, okay, this is refreshing. They weren't just another cookie-cutter girl group. The sound was sleek with that R&B vibe sprinkled with nostalgic early 2000s feels. The members' total visual slay. Their debut EP actually felt like an intro. Like we were about to see the next it girl group rise. Then came Sticky, and I'm sorry that was their moment. I don't care if people hated the song at first. It grew on you like glitter on glue. The TikTok challenge had everyone's knees snapping. They got press. They got numbers. They had the start of a fandom that was genuinely diverse, not just Korean teens, but Black fans, Latina fans, older fans, LGBTQ fans, people who saw potential, who were rooting for them. Then came the live stream, April 2025, Julie's birthday celebration. What should have been a cute, harmless celebration of hip-hop turned into a televised mess that killed any goodwill they had in international spaces. The theme, old-school hip-hop vibes. The execution? A parody of Black and Latino culture that looked like someone watched Straight Outta Compton, paused every 5 seconds, and said, "Let's wear that. Let me paint the scene." Cornrows, band to knots, tacky oversized gold chains. The most Dollar Tree urban outfits I've seen since a 2000s sitcom. Snapbacks tilted like it's 2003 and they just stepped out of You Got Served. Oh, and they smeared on darker lipstick as if that was going to make them cooler. It was giving Halloween costume gone wrong. Then the behavior. Painful. Freestyle raps that sounded like middle school detention performances. AAVE thrown around like slang they found on Urban Dictionary 5 minutes before going live. Belle, my dear Belle, calling herself Lil Taco Bell? That was when I shut my laptop, because at that point it wasn't even just tone deaf. It was performative. It was disrespectful. It was deliberate. And the cherry on top, a whole image board with photos of 3 random black men, a style inspiration. Like they just said urban and Googled blackness. You can't make this up. Now let's talk about the apologies. Because I've seen toddlers take more accountability after spilling juice. First, the agency drops a vague, corporate PR statement, one of those "we didn't mean to offend" nothing burgers that says a lot without saying anything. No mention of the hairstyles. No direct call out of the problematic behavior. Just vibes and regret. Then the girls release handwritten letters, and y'all, I love a handwritten letter as much as the next person. But what I don't love is fake humility coated in Instagram filtered sincerity. Their letters were all about intent. We just love hip-hop. We didn't mean to mock anyone. Okay, but you did. Where's the acknowledgement that what they wore, said, and mimicked was rooted in centuries of racial stereotyping? Where's the plan to actually do better, to learn something? You know what it felt like. It felt like they were more sorry they got caught than sorry they did it. The way they knew it might go left, Belle literally said, "Please don't leave the fandom after this," tells me everything. They anticipated the fallout and still hit go live. That's not misunderstanding. That's willful ignorance. That's disrespect. Karma did not wait. That live stream hit, and boom, 200,000 and more followers vanished like a ghost. Instagram and Twitter fan accounts deactivated. Kissies turned their light sticks off. Stan Twitter dragged them for filth. Media outlets picked up the story. Everyone ran headlines like "cultural appropriation in K-pop strikes again." You know it's bad when even mainstream outlets with no dog in the fight say, "Yeah, this was not okay." And can we talk about KCON LA 2025? They were announced, and people immediately went, "Nope. Not on US soil." Not after that. The backlash was so intense, they had to pull out. The irony? Black American fans used to be their biggest supporters, and now? Those same fans were the ones saying, "Don't let them step foot in this country." Here's the thing. This wasn't just one mistake. The live stream disaster was a symptom of a deeper issue, a lack of cultural awareness that seems to have been baked into their entire concept from the start. Julie's old trainee scandal involving a slur that's now resurfacing shows us there was never really a serious approach to understanding cultural sensitivity. In 2025, ignorance is not cute. It's not a branding move. It's not a learning moment when you're 25 years old with a media team behind you. At some point, you're just choosing to be careless. And Kiss of Life chose image over respect, aesthetics over authenticity, and it blew up in their face. They had it, and they lost it by trying to cosplay blackness instead of respecting it. So now they're stuck in a career limbo, active, but not beloved. Touring, but not talked about. Posting, but not praised. They went from a rising force to a cautionary tale. And honestly, they did it to themselves.